with Rudra Gita. So he guaranteed anybody who's interested in getting spiritual progress and guaranteed God realization, definitely Krishna will give them darshan if they recite this Rudra Gita. So they learned the Rudra Gita and then they continued for meditation according to their father's instruction. So then after 10,000 years of meditation, where they were meditating? Under the river. That means they were under the river without even breathing. They were all standing on one leg and they were meditating. And Vishnu gave them darshan. And you know what was the reason he told, I gave you darshan? Not because you became perfect in your meditation, not because of your austerity, not because of anything, but because you are so well in cooperation with amongst all of yourselves. There are 10 brothers. All 10 of you are so wonderfully cooperating amongst each other. For what purpose? For the purpose of self-realization. And according to their father's order, we know how Ramachandra is worshipped, not because he is avatar, but because he is actually exemplified following the father's instruction and all the brothers. So that was the standard that was set, Ramarajya. So like that, when the cooperation amongst the brothers was so intense, it pleases Vishnu so much. So Vishnu became obliged and gave them darshan. So then these are the verses which are recited at that time by the Prachetas. We studied one last and the other one now, 35. So we can learn this. Yatre dhyante katha mrustas yatre dhyante katha mrustas Krishnaya prashamo yataha Krishnaya prashamo yataha nirvairam yatra bhuteshu nirvairam yatra bhuteshu nodvego yatra kaschana nodvego yatra kaschana yatredhante katamrishtas Krishnayaha prashamo yataha nirvairam yatra bhuteshu nodvego yatra kaschana yatredantye katamrishtas Krishnayaha prashamo yataha nirvairam yatra bhuteshu
Nirvairam yatra bhuteshu
Nodvego yatra kaschana.
nodvego yatra kaschana.
Telugu translation. Amma chauta?
He's not there.
Okay. Vijay Durga garu chadavandi.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, adi black ga undi Prabhu.
This, I don't know, something is there in the bottom of the screen. What is this? We don't know.
Adi kinda into black ga undi.
I can't understand.
Yeah.
It is black here.
Yes, it's better now, but the screen has become small. I don't know what is this. There is a black color. Let me come outside and see.
కనిపిస్తుంది చదవనా ప్రభు?
Okay, చదవండి.
ఆధ్యాత్మిక జగత్తు యొక్క విశుద్ధ కథలను చర్చించినప్పుడు శ్రోతలందరూ సమస్తమగు అత్యాశలను కొద్ది సమయం వరకైనను మరతురు. అంతేకాక వారు అన్యులేడ వైరమును చూపుట గాని ఉద్వేగమును లేదా భయమును పొందుట గాని జరగదు. హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ.
ఆధ్యాత్మిక ఇప్పుడు ఇదే ప్రభు ఇందాక వచ్చింది.
అవునవును, ఒకటే.
కెన్ యూ సీ ద బాక్స్ నో? సీ, ఐ డోంట్ నో.
కనిపిస్తుంది మాతాజీ బాక్స్ చిన్నగా బ్లాక్ గా.
ఓకే. हिंदी
मैं बोलूं प्रभु जी?
हाँ जरूर।
जब भी दिव्य लोक की शुद्ध कथाओं की चर्चा चलती है, तब श्रोतागण भले ही कुछ समय के लिए क्यों ना हो समस्त भौतिक तृष्णाएं भूल जाते हैं। यही नहीं, आगे से वे एक दूसरे से ना तो बैर करते हैं, ना किसी चिंता या भय से ग्रस्त होते हैं। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण। आता चौथा इंग्लिश।
Prabhuji, I'm trying to enlarge the screen. No, it is not happening.
I can do this.
It's very small.
Now?
Again, it has gone.
Raju, నేను చదువునా?
చదువు అత్త.
ఇంగ్లీషా?
ఇంగ్లీష్.
ఓకే, ఇటు అటు కొంచెం గ్రీన్ ఉంది, మరి పైన కింద పర్లేదులే, ఐ థింక్ కనిపిస్తుంది.
ఓకే.
Whenever pure topics of the transcendental world are discussed, the members of the audience forget all kinds of material hankerings, at least for the time being. Not only that, but they are no longer envious of one another, nor do they suffer from anxiety or fear. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I don't know, you have some difficulty with the screen sharing.
Yeah, there is a problem. Can you share again? I think some problem was there.
No?
No, the box is there actually. Yeah, that is coming still. But anyhow, it's okay. We can go on. Maybe you don't need to keep this, maybe. We just keep our faces there better. We don't have another shloka, right? We have only one.
No, only one shloka.
Yeah, so maybe you can close this. Yeah, this is better. Yeah.
Okay. So we have always, in the last class also we discussed, just by hearing about Krishna, of course, we have been talking about this all through, consistently, the magical effect of Bhakti Yoga is simply by hearing about Krishna, all that is unwanted is automatically cleansed. So, what is the root cause of the problems that we have? So, in the Bhagavad Gita also, we have discussed the very first chapter, Arjuna had problem. And what was Arjuna's problem? He was thinking in terms of me and mine. Even Krishna was going to do all the work for Arjuna, he was thinking. Arjuna was thinking like that. My friend Krishna is so nice. He's come to solve our family problem. That's what he thought. It was not for that reason. Krishna did not come to solve their family problem. Krishna came to Dharma Samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. He came to re-establish religious principles. He was using Arjuna, that's all. Yata ichchasi tata kuru. Arjuna, you want to be part of the fight, you be part of the fight. Otherwise, no need. If you don't want, don't come. No problem, you can go. But Arjuna started thinking in terms of me and mine. So that is the root cause of all our problems. All of us, we start thinking in that manner about ourselves in terms of our body. The moment you think about that, ironically, the very reason we want to enjoy in this world, that becomes the cause of suffering. What an irony. You want to enjoy, but that enjoyment is the very root cause of your suffering. Is that not an irony? Because we are trying our best. We want to really, really work hard. Is there anybody in this world who is working hard and you ask him, why are you working hard? Then he answers, I am actually trying to get a lot of suffering. Have you heard anybody say that? Do any one of us work hard to get suffering? That means suffering is coming to you without working hard, without doing any work. So this is Prahalad Maharaj's logic. So imagine you did not work hard for suffering, but suffering came to you. The same way, you don't have to work hard to gain happiness. The happiness also will come to you just like that. Animals do not understand this logic. So they are only engaging in sense gratification to satisfy the senses. Whereas humans don't have to do that. Your happiness is not dependent on your sense gratification to satisfy the senses. It is not dependent. This is the secret. Because we do not know this secret, we are thinking, unless I get this job, unless I get this house, unless I get this people around me, I will not be happy. This is how we are thinking. And moment you want to get more and more material things can never give you happiness. And that is why all of us are frustrated. And even if you have something, you are again scared when you will lose it. So attachment and fear, these two things are going on all the time with us. Attachment means what you have, you want to keep them, and you have a fear that you will lose them. So attachment and fear are with in every attachment, any object that you have, it automatically comes with it. Attachment and fear. So the more you are attached, the fear also becomes more because you might lose it more. Just like our body. That's why death is very big topic. Nobody want to talk. Most of the time, people don't even want to talk about death. In fact, they are so scared, don't even wear black clothes. Because black means it represents death or mourning. So, no, don't even talk about black color. So that much scared people become. Yet, they do not have a solution. And here the solution is very, very simple. And what is the solution? Just now we read, simply by hearing about Krishna, even momentarily, if it is not permanently, at that time, as long as you are hearing Krishna Katha, the topics about Krishna, your fear is gone. Your material hankering is gone at that moment, at least. So, even if that much period of time, if you take the trouble to hear Krishna's name, that itself is very auspicious, because people become very calm and peaceful. So that's why it's called mantra. Mantra means which releases the mind from anxiety. So Vaikunta means, Kunta means suffering. Vaikunta means a place where there is no more suffering. That is Vaikunta. So a mantra can take you to Vaikunta. Of course, not all mantras have the same effect. Just like if you go to a pharmacy and there are so many medicines there. Now you can go and ask him, give me some medicine. What will the pharmacist say? No, it doesn't work like that. You get me a prescription and ask for what is a specific medicine that I will give you. No, you have so many medicines. You just give me any medicine. So when people say, oh, you can take any mantra, whatever mantra you like, you take it. No, it doesn't work like that. Every mantra has a specific result. Every mantra can cure something. Every mantra can get you only something. The Gayatri mantra can give you something. Like that, every yuga also there are different recommendations. Okay, in this yuga, just like in summer or in winter or in rainy season, there are certain kinds of flu that will come. Only for that reason, they will tell you, okay, take that particular vaccine. Now it's a flu season. You take that vaccine. You don't need all the vaccines, right? Like that, in Kali Yuga, this is like the worst of all ages, where there is a complete decline of all types of religion. There is dharma is standing on one leg. Imagine a building, it should have 4 pillars, but 3 pillars are gone. What will happen to the building? It will just collapse. So, dharma is standing on one leg means that already everything is collapsed. So, you cannot ask, I want to practice a little bit of dharma in Kali Yuga. This dharma I like, I will practice this. That dharma I like, I'll practice that. No, everything, the whole building only got collapsed. You are imagining that we have, oh, great culture, Hindu culture. In our Hindu culture, we'll protect little bit something. It's nice sentiment, but you cannot. There is nothing you can protect and do little. There is no little thing that you can do and you think that you can get benefit. It's not possible. You need a very great solution to actually come out and then revive the entire dharma like that. That is why everybody, so many pujas, now Varalakshmi Vratam is going on, this Vratam is going on. But everybody, you see what is happening. Even though they are doing all that, people are still the same. Nobody changes. All their greed and anger and everything, whatever I want to acquire more, it never dies. They want to, every year they want to get more gold. Right? And you want to show off more. There's nothing changing. So when you practice dharma, some significant results should be there. There should be a significant change in you if you are really practicing something. And what is that significant change? It is called cleansing of your consciousness. Cleansing. It is Hridaya Dhaurbalyam. Hridaya Dhaurbalyam. It's contaminated heart. Contamination of your heart has to go. It has to cleanse. Suppose your hands, everything, your lot of matti is there. You worked in the farm, you did some field work, you came, all hands, legs, everything got matti, and then you took bath. What should happen if you have taken bath? You should become clean, right? But guess what? Nothing is, not even one single matti has not gone out of you. Does that mean you have taken bath? Maybe you've gone to the bathroom, but you have not cleansed yourself. So all our Vedic rituals that when we are practicing today, if there is no cleansing of the heart, then you have not done any cleansing. If you are remaining with all contamination as it is, then understand that you have not done anything. You have done some activity in the mode of Rajoguna. When we have learnt that in the 18th chapter, Krishna says, even religious practices can be under the modes of Sattoguna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. And what is Rajoguna means? Activity in mode of Rajoguna. That means everything is for your personal benefit. What do I gain? How can I gain more? That is the reason you are performing all those things. So there is no cleansing. Whereas, if you really want cleansing, Cheto Dharpanam Arjanam, Cheto Dharpanam, Chetana means mind. Cheto Dharpana, it's like a mirror. But now you cannot see the mirror. Mirror is completely covered with dust and dirt and everything. Cheto Dharpanam Arjanam, if you cleanse that mirror of your heart, it is very difficult. Just like forest fire. When forest fire comes, even your firefighters, everybody go with your ambulance and try to remove, put the fire off. It is not possible. You need so much rain should fall that the entire forest will become completely wet, and then put it off. Forest fire goes off. Like that, this in the samsara, when we are living, all our troubles, all our contaminations, material attachments are so much like a forest fire. Anybody remember the sloka from Sikshashtakam, Cheto Darpana Marjanam?
Bhav Mahadavagni Nirvapanam.
Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. Dhavagni means forest fire. Next line.
Vidyavadu Jivanam.
Anandam Buddhivartanam.
Purnamrita Swadanam. So, when this forest fire is put off, then Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam. Then, until that point of time, your real happiness will not come. Purnamrita Swadanam, Amruta Swadanam. What is that Amrutam? That nectar? That nectar is the holy name of Krishna. Amruta Swadanam. Right now you cannot taste that Amrut. You're chanting Hare Krishna. First of all, you cannot chant Hare Krishna with so much disturbance. Just like pet mein, just like stomach, you put anything inside your stomach. Whatever you see, food, you keep on putting inside your stomach. What will happen to your stomach? Gadbad ho jayega. Right? Like that in the mind also, whatever, there is no control. There's no control on the mind. Whatever you are seeing, everything around you, you keep on putting in the mind. The mind is disturbed. Mind is constantly disturbed. The mind does not know how to process these thoughts. There's no tool. There's no tool to help you. So, the real process, the real gift of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to this world in Kali Yuga is this most powerful pill, Bhava Aushadhi. And what is that Aushadhi? For this great Bhava Roga, from the pharmacy, they'll say only one pill. Okay, this is the recommendation by the biggest doctor, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He gave this one pill. Take this Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You take this, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And the dosage also is given. 16 mala. 16 mala dosage. You take this dosage, you see how it works on you. Initially, you might not be able to, just like they say, you take one pill, but then you can't. Then the doctor will say, okay, if you can't take it, break that. Or sometimes make it powder also, and then put it in water, and then maybe you can swallow it. Something like that, you give techniques. Like that 16, if you can't take, oh, it's a big pill, looks like a big pill. Okay, cut it little bit, and then take it. But the goal is all 16, you have to take it. Somehow or other, you have to take all the 16 in every day. If you want result. And what is the result you will get? You'll be completely freed from all types of fear. All types of fear. And of course, Bhagavatam gives a very beautiful experimental analysis that we spoke about. We read in the first canto of Bhagavatam. What happens when you take this systematically? Srinvatam swakata Krishna punya sravana kirtanaha hrudayantastohi abhadrani vidunoti suhutra satam. So all you have to do is, this pill is very simple. The process is very simple. Technique is very simple. All you have to do is apply yourself to the process of hearing the holy names of Krishna. Of course, hearing the holy names of Krishna, also there is one more caveat. From whom to hear also is there. You don't want to hear the same names of Krishna from a non-devotee who is not a devotee of Krishna. It is just like milk touched with the lips of a serpent. Then that milk is no more nutritious. It's poison. So you have to hear the holy names of Krishna from the lips of a pure devotee. Then only that effect of transformation of your heart will happen. And then what happens after the Srinvatam Swakata Krishna? Then what happens? Anybody remembers?
शुश्रूषो श्रद्धानस्य वासुदेव तथा रुचि स्यात्महत् सेवया विप्रा पुण्यतीर्था निशेमना.
Yes. Of course, that's the before one, I think. But that's okay. Once you hear, then what happens is Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. There is a dormant seed of bhakti. That bhakti, Bhavati Naishtiki, without a doubt, it will blossom. And before that, what happens? Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu. All the misgivings in your heart will go away. What are the misgivings in your heart? What are the misgivings? To think falsely, I am this body and everything connected to my body is mine. That is the biggest misgiving. To think I am a boy, I am a girl, I am a man, I am a rich man, I am an intelligent man. These are all the misgivings. Every time we interact in this world, we start associating with it. If you are studying, then you immediately think, oh, I am that person. I am an engineer now. So that's a new designation. If you make money, then you start thinking, I'm a rich man. If you are born in India, then you are thinking, I'm an Indian. Somebody is thinking, I'm an American. So these are all the misgivings. Just by associating with something, immediately we are thinking, just like burda. It's like quicksand. Moment to go inside and touch it, that will get stuck to you. And no matter how hard you try to come out of it, it will pull you more inside that. So material nature around us, this triguna is like that. So they catch you very tightly. And no other means, you cannot come out of a quicksand. It's not easy. But Bhagavatam is saying, Srinvatam Swakata Krishna, that is going to happen. Just by hearing Krishna's name. Then what will happen? Tada rajas tamas tamo bhava kama lobhadayaschaye chetaye terana viddham stitam sattve prashidati. So including sattva, rajoguna, tamoguna and all the kama, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya that are stuck to you, to this heart, they also get cleansed. This is the power. This is the power of hearing about Krishna's name. It's not ordinary. Then you will get evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogataha. In that state of mind, you will be able to do bhakti. Your bhakti shall begin then. Prasanna manasa. Bhagavad tattva vijnanam. See, then you start worshipping Krishna with tattvam, with complete knowledge. You cannot be sentimentally worshipping Krishna. Oh, Krishna is same, Devatas are same, Ganesha is same. You worship Ganesha, you worship Lakshmi, you worship Shiva, you worship any Devata, you worship Sun God. It's all not the same. You have to have Jnanam, Tattva Vijnanam, Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam. In that realized knowledge, with that Jnana Vairagyam together, when you have and worship, understand Krishna always is the Agra Purusha. The Agra Purusha means he is the topmost. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Just like when Rajasu Yajna was going on, Yudhishthir decided to give Krishna the topmost position. Why? Because he knew Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Nobody else can take that seat. So in that condition, with that understanding and that practice of Bhakti Yoga, Mukta Sangha Sangasya Jayate, you will become liberated. Then what happens? All the hard knots in the heart, Vidyate Hridaya Granthi, Chidyate Sarva Samsayaha, Kshiyante Chasya Karmani, Drushta Evatmanishvare. This is the effect. These are all the things that will happen just by hearing Krishna's name. This is an experiment. These are all sequentially, one after another slokas are, we have read all these things. So that is the exact same conclusion we are reading in this verse also. Automatically, all the fears, material hankering, and is gone, at least for the moment that you are hearing right now. But why would you want to have only a temporary effect? So if you are serious, you can actually get this effect permanently, and you can get the benefit 24/7. That is the assurance of all the acharyas. So I'll stop here. If anybody has a question, I can take.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So all the pujas, parts, whatever it is, that's one side. And just by chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra itself, we'll get answers and the purification happens. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
16 malas is a must. 16 rounds.
You don't need any other puja part.
See, the goal of chanting Hare Krishna is not to stop our difficulty. कि मेरे को ये प्रॉब्लम है, मैं ये प्रॉब्लम से गुजर रही हूँ, इसकी वजह से मैं चैंट कर रही हूँ. ठीक है, उससे भी आपको छुटकारा मिलेगा, पर इसका जो मेन गोल है, जैसे आप क्विक सैंड में हो, क्विक सैंड में आपको क्या करना है, आपको कोई एक रस्सी देगा तब आप उसमें से निकल सकते हो. आप जितना उसमें हिलोगे आप और घुसते जाओगे. तो ये जो हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र है, ये एक रस्सी है जिसको आप पकड़ोगे तो आप इस भव सागर से मुक्त हो सकते हो, आप यहां से निकल सकते हो. नहीं, मुझे यहाँ पे ही रहना है, मैं इस पकड़ूंगी इसको, रोप को, पर मैं हिलती रहूंगी. यू सी, यानी कि हम चैंटिंग भी कर रहे हैं, पर हमारा गोल ये है कि हमको यहाँ पे ही रहना है. तो उसका इफेक्ट जो है वो आपको पूरा इफेक्ट नहीं मिलेगा. आप इसके ऊपर पूरी तरह से श्रद्धा करके आप इसको पकड़ो और आप चैंट करो, तो आपको मैक्सिमम इफेक्ट जो इसका मिल सकता है वो है इस संसार से मुक्त हो सकते हो. वो नहीं.
Prabhupada gave a very nice analogy. He said, suppose if there is a toilet, in the toilet, you make it very nice. Beautifully, you make it best, marble, everything, best. You do everything. Now, because you made such nice arrangement in your bathroom, in your toilet, now will you make plants to live inside that? Why not?
No.
Why are you laughing? Because that is not a place for you to live. You make it little more comfortable for doing your business, but that is not a place for you to live. The same way, this material world that we came is just like that toilet. You might make your comfort position little comfortable by putting some nice carpet and car and all that, only up to that point, to make it little comfortable in that journey. But this is not a place to settle down.
One place I read, Prabhupada told, somebody was having a lot of material problem. And, I read that actually. Prabhupada, I read that particular pastime. So that devotee was chanting and everything. Then Prabhupada told, are you chanting properly? Then the devotee didn't say anything. Well, we were talking about another devotee. Prabhupada and one more devotee was talking. And this particular devotee was talking about a third person. Then Prabhupada told, why is he having so much problem? Is he chanting? So what does that mean? So when we are chanting, the first thing that we will get is materially we will be relieved from some of our sufferings. That will happen to everyone, because when we are doing Krishna's name, then all auspiciousness will come. But if you think, no, I am chanting for this only, that is the problem. We are chanting to get out. Okay, Krishna is giving the arrangement for you to do devotional service nicely, but don't get stuck up there only. He's giving that facility that you can chant better. And so progress better way in that, by getting that facility. Not that we get stuck up in that. Understand?
One of the 10 offenses is to chant the holy name and still maintain material desires. Maintenance means what? Like suppose if you have a plant, if you have to maintain the plant, what you have to do? You have to keep pouring water, you have to give fertilizer, everything. That means you're maintaining that plant very nicely, right? So if you are maintaining material desires means what? Then you are feeding it. You have material desire, then you keep feeding more. Whatever way that desire keeps increasing. So if you do that, then you are actually maintaining it. Now, what is the opposite of it? Not to maintain means stop giving water. The plant will automatically die. Don't do anything. Just stop giving water to the plant. Just imagine what will happen. Plant will die. The same way, material desires also, you don't feed it. You don't maintain it.
Also,
they'll all die. Just by chanting Hare Krishna, they will die.
And also, whatever facility you have, you utilize everything in the service of the Lord. So you don't have material desires. I want this, I want that, I want this. But whatever is being supplied to you, that you utilize in the service of the Lord. If you do that, then whatever you're getting by the mercy of the Lord is also not binding you. Otherwise, everything is going to bind. Even chanting, and we get all these benefits, because we have so many devotees. They chant and they will see a lot of benefits they are getting. So how do we handle that? So this is the way we handle, that we utilize everything, whatever we are given by the Lord, in the service of the Lord. Then that will not bind you.
That is Vairagya. You not don't throw anything. Don't throw anything out.
Not to say I don't want to have any material desires, artificially you cannot do that. But, utilize everything. That is the best way, actually. Anybody else has any other questions? Anju Didi, you got the answer?
Mataji, I would like to ask something.
Yeah. If you put your camera on, you will be on the screen. Anju Didi, you can put your camera off so that she can come. This is better. Yeah. हाँ रीटा माताजी पूछिए.
I want to ask, see, I'm already, you can say late 60s, 65 plus. I've fulfilled all my duties, marrying the children and fulfilling my job and everything. That's over. Nowadays, I'm chanting, leading simple life. Now, as you just said, we should not indulge in materialistic things. Now, as a housewife, I'm living in my own house with my husband. What is my duty now? Have I made it clear?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Very good question.
Actually, very good question. In fact, in one of the things when in Hindu culture, when you reach 60, instead of taking sannyas or vanaprastha, they are actually remarrying. Again, one more time marriage with of course with the same husband. So this is more common in South India. I don't know in North India if they do that practice. But the goal is not for enjoyment, to increase enjoyment. In fact, husband and wife relationship is to help each other in this one yajna. That is why it is called a vivaha yajna. Vivaha means marriage is a yajna. And that yajna is to help each other for the progress of God realization. So you can chant very, very nicely. You can whole day you have, like you have the entire Srimad Bhagavatam to read. You can preach, you can do so many activities all through your life. You fill your day all with activities of Krishna, centered around Krishna.
Prabhuji, like whatever money we have, wealth, I drive my own car and we go around. We don't enjoy it like youngsters, but we do go to temple. Of course, I don't enjoy, rather my husband also, we don't enjoy going to mall and going for shopping and all. It's all over. We don't find any pleasure in
that.
etc. We don't find pleasure also. Not that we are purposely avoiding. It doesn't interest me anymore.
Good, good,
So,
very good.
Just said to do all our work and duties for Krishna. What else can I do apart from?
See, now when you said you love to drive around and go to all the holy places, in fact, what are you supposed to do when you go to a holy place? Bhagavatam says, just like even the cows, cows and the animals, they also take a bath in the Ganga. So if you also go to the holy place, and if you don't know what to do, it is like a gokara. Gokara means go means cow, kara means ass. So we should not be like a gokara. You have to know what you should do when you go to the holy place. You have to associate with devotees of Krishna. In that place, you will find devotees everywhere. You go to the devotees and ask how Krishna spent his time there and understand about the Sthala Mahatya. Every square inch of India is holy place, literally speaking. And you are staying in the best of the holy places, Haridwar.
Yes, that's true.
You can chant
every
in
square inch. You chant in such a holy place. Everywhere, if you get X benefit, there you will get 10,000 times benefit because you are in the holy place.
Okay. As I told you, I have not really sacrificed anything, because the 4 principles in this line, that is automatically done.
Very good.
I mean,
It's
that is
natural for you. It's natural for you.
So
we have
So
been
you can do
very
more. So you can see the bar is here. Increase the bar a little bit more. So increase the bar a little bit more, like that.
So another thing what I would like to add is, so your goal should be that I want to get out of this material nature. I want to reach Krishna. I want to understand Krishna. I want to read with the Srimad Bhagavatam. I want to, ऐसे नहीं कि भाई just read करना है, मैं चाहती हूँ कि मैं उसको समझ के अपनी लाइफ में उसको उतारूं. ये आपका गोल होना चाहिए, क्योंकि आप सब कुछ कर रहे हो, आप परफेक्टली कर रहे हो.
The book says, for example, the book says, I am not the body. Then you try to understand, what does that mean? I am not this body, means I am not this sharir. इसका मतलब क्या है?
To actually meditate on such things.
The soul inside me is the real me. The body is decaying, it is becoming from bad to worse. It's okay, because body को तो नष्ट हो जाना है, it has to,
correct,
खत्म ही होना है, तो बॉडी के लिए तो होना नहीं चाहिए, बट फिर भी हेल्थ मेंटेन करने के लिए मॉर्निंग वॉक पे भी जाना है, लिमिटेड खाना तो करना ही है, नहीं तो बॉडी पर जाता. तो
हम लोग को बॉडी हमको बॉडी को इस तरह से प्रोटेक्ट करना है ताकि ये जो सोल है वो इस बॉडी में रहते हुए अच्छी तरह से प्रोग्रेस कर सके. हमारे को ये शरीर जो है ये एक यंत्र दिया है भगवान ने, तो उसको मिसयूज नहीं करना, उसको वेस्ट नहीं करना है. भगवान ने दिया है, उसकी यूटिलाइजेशन, जिस तरह से हमें मटेरियल चीजें देते हैं भगवान जब हम चैंटिंग करते हैं, वैसे ये शरीर हमें दिया है, तो इसको भी हम अच्छी तरह से यूटिलाइज करें और उसको कचरे से नहीं भर दें, और उसको बॉडी एंड सोल जो है वो साथ में हो, ताकि हम अच्छी तरह से चैंटिंग कर सके, अच्छी तरह से भागवतम रीड कर सके, अच्छी तरह से भगवत गीता रीड कर सके, अच्छी तरह से डीपली. देखो आज हमारे को ये ब्रेन हमको भगवान ने दिया है, ये माइंड हमको भगवान ने दिया है, अब उसको हम किस तरह से परफेक्टली यूटिलाइज, मतलब यही ध्यान है, ध्यान करना या मेडिटेट करना इन सब चीजों के ऊपर. जैसे भागवतम के श्लोक है उनको पढ़िए, भगवत गीता के श्लोकों को पढ़िए. आपको ये पढ़ने के बाद चैतन्य चरितामृता है, वो तो बहुत ही मधुर है, तो उसको पढ़ना है. ऐसा आपका गोल होना चाहिए लाइफ में कि भाई ये सब बाकी सब मैंने अपने काम कर लिए हैं, मैं अब अपनी लाइफ को प्यूरिफाई करके, कंप्लीटली प्यूरिफाई करके मैं भगवत धाम जाना चाहती हूँ. क्या करूं कि मैं भगवत धाम जाऊं? मैं कब जाऊंगी भगवत धाम? कैसे जाऊंगी? मैं तब जाऊंगी जब मैं 100% भगवान को समझ सकूं. 100% तो हम समझ नहीं सकते क्योंकि भगवान तो अनलिमिटेड है, तो इसकी वजह से 100% नहीं, तो जितना मैं समझ सकूं और मैं उसको ज्ञान से मैं समझूं भगवान को, है ना. और अपने
just like any project you do project management,
लेती है तो याद नहीं हो पाता है ना,
doesn't matter,
तो तब लगता है ये इट इज फेमिलियर, मैंने पढ़ा हुआ है. लेकिन रेगुलर बुक्स में हम लोग पढ़ लेते थे, तो we were able to write and we were able to lecture on the topic.
Yes.
As professional life में एक टॉपिक पढ़ा, क्लास में लेक्चर देते थे, ये वाला याद ही नहीं होता है. फिर
तो क्या करना है
कि हाँ सुना हुआ है.
तो प्रभुपाद, तो उसके जवाब में प्रभुपाद क्या कहते हैं, हमें लिखना चाहिए, डायरी मेंटेन करनी चाहिए. जब हमने कुछ पढ़ा तो हमें लिखना है, और फिर हमें 2-3 दिनों के बाद या 1 महीने के बाद आप वहां पे जाइए दोबारा, वो मैंने ये लिखा था, मेरी ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग थी. और जो हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है ना वो गहरी 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 होती जाएगी. मुझे याद नहीं रहेगा कि आपको याद नहीं रहेगा मैंने 1 महीने पहले क्या अंडरस्टैंड किया था. तो ये जैसे आज का श्लोक जो है ना वो यही श्लोक बताता है कि जब हम ये बातें सुनते हैं ऐसे लगता है कि मैं ये त्रिगुण से ऊपर उठ गई हूँ, क्योंकि ये जो भागवतम है ये है ही ऐसा कि जब हम इनको सुनते हैं, समझने की कोशिश करते हैं, उस वक्त ऐसे लगता है अरे मुझे सब समझ में आ गया और बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझ में आ गया. पर बाद में जब है हम जब उसको छोड़ देते थोड़ी देर के लिए, आधे घंटे के बाद हाँ भूल गए, हमको कुछ याद नहीं है। मेरे साथ भी होता है, अरे लास्ट वीक का श्लोक क्या था, फिर कल प्रभु बता रहे थे ये श्लोक था, फिर प्रभु रीड कर रहे थे, तो फिर याद आता है हाँ ये, तो इट्स लाइक दैट, क्योंकि हमारी जो बुद्धि है वो एक्चुअली बहुत मंद है, बहुत कम है हमारी बुद्धि, तो इसकी वजह से हमें लिखना है, और जो हमारे हृदय को कंप्लीटली टच करता है ना, तो वो हम भूलते नहीं है। देखिए कई चीजें ना आपके हृदय के अंदर, वो जो आपके हृदय के अंदर पूरा जम गया है ना, उसको सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन कहते हैं। बाकी सारी चीजें जो हम सुनते हैं वो हमने सुनी, हमको उस टाइम पे लगा कि हम ले चुके हैं, पर वो थोड़ी देर के बाद हम भूल जाते हैं, पर कई चीजें वो लग जाती हैं, और वो ही सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन है, और वो मतलब जैसे ना लेप लग जाता है हमारे इसके ऊपर, सो लाइक दैट। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, पीछे से आ रहे हैं जा रहे हैं, उनको हरे कृष्णा बोल रही थी मैं प्रभु जी को।
अच्छा अच्छा,
चले गए पीछे।
ठीक।
हरे कृष्णा। ओके, और किसी को कुछ कहना है?
हाँ माता जी, एक्चुअली मेरा थोड़ा है।
हाँ बोलिए।
प्रभु जी, मेरा डिजायर ही नहीं कि अगर मुझे ऐसा तो हूँ नहीं इतनी लकी, फिर भी अगर मुझे चॉइस मिलेगा कि तुम जाओगी यहाँ पे रहोगी नेक्स्ट बर्थ में, तो मैं तो चाहूंगी नेक्स्ट बर्थ में यहीं पे रहूं, लेकिन पैदा इससे मैं चाहती हूँ कि मैं भगवान की सेवा करूं, जितना साल भी रहूं, कि मैंने अभी मैं 40s में अपना स्टार्ट करी डिवोशनल, लेकिन मैं चाहती हूँ कि ऐसा मेरे लाइफ मिले कि मैं जब पैदा हूँ तब से मैं स्टार्ट करूँ भगवान, और इतना सेवा करूँ, बहुत सेवा करूँ, फिर मैं जाऊं, तो मेरे लिए क्या होगा?
But you're developing a nice desire to serve Krishna. Moment you started serving Krishna, having that thought, automatically the old mind, chitta means mind, that mind is gone already. Now a new mind has come, is born. That's a devotee's mind is born. So it is a new life. That is why it's called, when a devotee takes a initiation, it is called a second birth. So your new birth is given by Guru. So you already took a new birth, not in terms of the body, but in terms of the mind. So your mind took a new birth. So you actually started a new birth, and that life is given by a pure devotee. So now you start with new vigor. So you don't have to deal with a baby body.
मैंने पुराने सब यादें हैं ना प्रभु, इस बॉडी में वो सब मैंने है, जितना कलमश पहले मैंने पास्ट हुआ है वो सब।
That's okay. All that is gone, just like a dream. When you might remember a dream, but once you woke up, all that dream is gone, finished. That old one is gone. You might remember sometimes a dream, that's all. Sometimes you don't remember the dream. But imagine some other things only you remember. Of your 40 years, you don't remember everything. Little bit you remember. But that's like a dream. Past dream is gone. Now it's a new thing. You are a devotee of Krishna now.
नॉट ओनली दैट माता जी, आप जब जैसे जैसे और चैंटिंग करोगे ना, तो आपको जो चीजें अभी याद भी है ना, वो आहिस्ते आहिस्ते आपको वो भी भूल जाएंगी।
What is important only you'll remember. What is not important, Krishna will make you forget.
और वो चीजें जो आपकी भक्ति के लिए अच्छी हैं वो आपको याद रहेंगी, और जो चीज आपकी भक्ति को स्ट्रॉन्ग करेगी, ये चाहे वो नेगेटिव हो या पॉजिटिव हो, कोई चीजें जिसके साथ आपकी कोई बैड इंसिडेंट भी आपको वो याद दिलाएगा, ताकि आप वैसे ना करो, या इट विल बी
You can use it in
कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस। भगवान आपको ऐसी ही यादें आपको देंगे। तो जरूरी नहीं है कि आप, हाँ ये अच्छा डिजायर है कि आप चाहते हो कि मैं दूसरा जन्म अगर लूं तो मैं भक्ति ही बनूं और भक्ति ही करूं, पर डिजायर बुरा नहीं है, क्योंकि हमको पता नहीं है कि हम इस जन्म में वापस जा सकेंगे कि नहीं। पर उसके साथ एक लाइन और भी ऐड कर सकते हो कि मैं चाहती हूं अगर हो सके तो मैं इस जन्म में आपके पास आ जाऊं, या जहां पे भी रहूं मैं हमेशा हमेशा आपको याद करती रहूं। क्योंकि थोड़ा सा एक स्केरी भी होता है कि भाई नेक्स्ट जन्म में व्हाट इफ ऐसी सिचुएशन आ जाए और मैं भगवान को, क्योंकि माया बहुत स्ट्रांग है, तो ये लाइन भी आप बोल सकते हो कि माया बहुत स्ट्रांग है, मैं चाहती हूँ कि माया मुझे अपने गिरफ्त में ना ले ले, मैं चाहती हूँ हमेशा मैं आपकी सेवा करूं। तो चाहे वो नेक्स्ट जन्म भी हो तो भी ये सेंटेंस मैं अगर भगवान को बोलती हूँ तो मैं ऐसे ही कहती हूँ कि
But
मुझे,
basically, I understand your mood. It's very good. Whatever
it's a very
Krishna you decide
good,
is,
yes.
I'm okay. There's a very nice mood. It's a
Yes.
very nice mood. Like sometimes I also think, just like you, if only I had a beautiful voice to sing Krishna's bhajans. I don't have a good voice, but this is what I have. That's okay.
So
maybe next life, if I can be a good singer and I can sing very nice bhajans, that thought has definitely crossed my mind several times. But only for that, I don't need to take another birth. If Krishna decides, then it's okay.
Yeah. But we would try to want to, as much as possible, progress in this life, and not there is one more downfall in this thought also, that we might become little bit relaxed. Okay, next life में आएगा, मैं next life में और ज़्यादा करूँगी. ये खाली just a small, I know it will not be
Correct.
your mind में नहीं आएगा, but I just want to give you this thought that ऐसा thought करने से ये thought ना आए कि भी अच्छा इस birth में वैसे भी मेरे से नहीं हो रहा है, next birth में मैं continue करूँगी और अच्छी तरह से करूँगी.
Should not become complacent.
हाँ, ये खाली एक मतलब you have to be careful. You understand मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ माता जी?
हाँ माता जी.
आपको समझ में आया ना? Your thought is very very pure. It's very humble approach. It's very good. But along with that, two things I would say, that I want to progress as much as possible. Give me that energy, Krishna. Give me the resources that I should be able to understand you more and more. जैसे माता जी बोल रहे थे ना, मैं पढ़ती हूँ पर मैं भूल जाती हूँ, तो भगवान को ये भी हम बोल सकते हैं, भगवान मुझे याद शक्ति दीजिए, क्योंकि भगवान कहते हैं भगवत गीता में कि याद शक्ति और भूलने की शक्ति दोनों मैं देता हूँ. तो हम भगवान को बोल सकते हैं ना कि आप ही मेरे को भुला भी दीजिए ये बकवास चीजें जो मेरे साथ हुई है लाइफ में, और जो चीजें मुझे भूलनी चाहिए वो भुला दीजिए, और जो चीजें मुझे कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस में मुझे अपनानी चाहिए, मुझे याद करनी चाहिए, प्लीज वो मुझे दीजिए. इस तरह का हम प्रेयर कर सकते हैं.
హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. ఈ రోజు నాకు చాలా మనసులో చాలా చిన్న చిన్న థింగ్స్ ఉండేవి, అవన్నీ ఈ రోజు మీరు చెప్పినవన్నీ చాలా చక్కగా క్లియర్ అయిపోయినాయి మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
వెల్కమ్ వెల్కమ్.
అసలు ఎంత ఇదేంటంటే ప్రభు, నేను పని చేస్తున్నా ఏం చేస్తున్నా నేను అదే ఆలోచిస్తూ, అసలు నాది నామం వచ్చేస్తూ ఉంటది, కానీ నా మనసు ఆ పని మీద ఉంటది. నేను అనుకుంటా అసలు నేను చేసేది అది నా నోట్లోంచి నామం వస్తుంది కానీ నా మనసు అక్కడ లేదు కదా, అది ఎట్లా అవుతుంది, కరెక్ట్ గా నేను చేసేది అని నాకు ఒక చిన్న శంక ఉండేది. ఈ రోజు మాత్రం అది క్లియర్ అయిపోయింది మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ప్లస్ ఆ మాతాజీ అన్నట్టు 40s లో స్టార్ట్ చేశాను నేను కూడా. అది నేను 40s వరకు ఏం చేశాను, తప్పు చేశాను, ఒప్పు చేశాను నాకు తెలియదు, కానీ నేను పాదాలు పట్టుకున్నాను, నన్ను మాత్రం నువ్వేం చేస్తావో తెలియదు, ఇంకో జన్మంటూ లేకుండా నీ పాద సైడ్ ఇచ్చి నీ దగ్గరే ఉంచుకోవాలి మీరు అన్నారు కదా, కరెక్ట్ గా నా మనసులో నేను రోజు ఇదే ప్రేయర్ చేస్తాను మాతాజీ. ఈ రోజు నాకు చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. అసలు నాకు అది ఎంత ఆనందంగా ఉందంటే మీరు చెప్తుంటే అందుకే ఎమ్మటే నేను చెప్పగలుగుతున్నా. అది చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది మాతాజీ ఈ రోజు మాత్రం. వాళ్ళిద్దరు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నారు కదా, రీటా మాతాజీ అడిగింది కానీ పారుల్ మాతాజీ అడిగింది కానీ, నా మనసులో ఉన్నవన్నీ మీరిద్దరు క్లియర్ చేసేస్తారు ఈ రోజు మాత్రం నేను అడగకుండానే. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ హ్యాపీ, వెరీ హ్యాపీ మాతాజీ. ప్రభు థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ప్రభు, చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు ఈ రోజు క్లాస్. మాతాజీ మీరు కూడా ఆన్సర్లు చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
అదే నాకు అనిపిస్తుంది, నాకు ఏమన్నా చిన్నగా మైండ్ లో వస్తే గనక ఎమ్మటే ఎవరో ఒకరి ద్వారా నాకు అది ఆన్సర్ అయితే ఇచ్చేస్తారు ప్రభుపాద అనే నాకు ఉంది అది, కానీ ఈ రోజు క్లాస్ లో అది క్లియర్ అయిపోయింది మాతాజీ.
ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ. ప్రభుపాద ఇస్ దట్ ఈస్ ద యు నో, అందరూ అడుగుతారు ప్రభుపాద మమ్మల్ని ఇస్ హీ గైడింగ్ us, ఇదే దిస్ ఇస్ ద ప్రూఫ్. మాతాజీ
ప్లస్ అది నామజపం చేసేటప్పుడు కూడా అది భాగవతం చదువుతున్నా, భగవద్గీత చదువుతున్నా, ఫస్ట్ లో అయితే నాకు అర్థం కాకుండా ఉండే, కానీ ఇప్పుడు బాగా అర్థమవుతుంది. ప్లస్ అది చదవకపోతే ఏంటి ఈ రోజు నేను మిస్ చేసుకున్నాను, చదవాలి కదా, నేను ఎందుకు వేరే వాటి మీద నా మైండ్ పోనిస్తున్నాను అని వెమ్మటే తీసుకొని ఏదో ఒక చాప్టర్ తీసి చదువుతాం. అసలు ఎంత ఇదేంటంటే నా లైఫ్ లో ఒక పార్ట్ అయిపోయింది అది మాత్రం. ప్రతిరోజు బాగా ఇప్పుడు థర్డ్ టైమ్ 4th క్యాంటోలో ఉన్నాను ప్రభుజీ. అది కంప్లీట్ అయిపోతే ఇంక నెక్స్ట్ 5th క్యాంటోకి వెళ్తాయి. ఈ మంత్ ఎండింగ్ అది అవజేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను అన్నమాట. రోజు మాతాజీ రోజు మధ్యాహ్నం 2 నుంచి 5 వరకు కూర్చొని చదువుకుంటున్నా. అది మాత్రం మాతాజీ మార్నింగ్ ఏమో భగవద్గీత కొంచెం మీరు చెప్పిన స్లో అవి ఉన్నాయి కదా, అవి కొంచెం సేపు చదువుతా. ఇంట్లో పని ఇదే నా డ్యూటీ అన్నమాట మొత్తం. ఇంకా కానీ నాకు చాలా
ఆన్సర్ చెప్పండి. మీరే తెలుగులో కాకుండా హిందీలో చెప్పండి. మీరు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు ఆవిడకి అర్థం అవుతుంది. రీటా మాతాజీ సునియే.
నేను మార్నింగ్ లేచిన దగ్గర నుంచి 4:30 4:45 లేస్తే, ఇంతకు ముందు కొంచెం ప్రభు మీరు చెప్పారు కదా ఒకసారి, అది ఎర్లీ మార్నింగ్ లేసి మంగళహారతి ఇస్తే బాగుంటది అని, కానీ ఇప్పుడు అది అలవాటు చేసుకున్నాను ప్రభు. ఒక 1 month నుంచి దాన్ని కంటిన్యూ చేస్తున్నాను. మార్నింగ్ లేసి కానీ చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది. ఎందుకంటే నా మనసులో ఇవన్నీ చేయడంతో చాలా చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది. ఒక్కటి ఏంటంటే నేను భగవంతుడిది విగ్రహం పెట్టుకుని ఆరాధించట్లేదని ఒక్కటే గాని మిగతా అన్ని పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ఎట్లా చేస్తున్నారో అవే చేస్తున్నారు.
భగవంతుడు
కృష్ణాస్ అవతార్ ఇన్ దిస్ వరల్డ్ ఇస్ హోలీ నేమ్ అండ్ భాగవతం, రెండే అవతారం.
కానీ అవి చదువుతుంటే మాత్రం నాకు ఎంత హ్యాపీగా ఉంటదంటే, నాకు అది ఆ పుస్తకం నా హృదయం మీద పెట్టుకున్నప్పుడు ఏంటో నాకు కృష్ణుడు వచ్చి కూర్చున్నట్టే అనిపిస్తుంది. నాకు నేను ఎక్కువ చిన్ని కృష్ణుడినే కలుస్తాను, యశోదా మాతలాగా. అంటే పెద్ద కృష్ణుడు రాడు నా ఆలోచనలోకి, అది ఆ చిన్న కృష్ణుడు అనే వస్తుంది. నాకు ఎందుకో తెలియదు. నేను భోగి చేసినప్పుడు నాకు చిన్న కృష్ణుడు రూపంలోనే నేను ఆయనకి భోగిస్తూ, నాకు ఎందుకో తెలియదు రాధాకృష్ణులు అవి రావు, కానీ ప్రేయర్ చేసేటప్పుడు వస్తుంది. కానీ ఈ భోగి చేసేటప్పుడు, నేను ఆలోచించేటప్పుడు, నేను మాట్లాడుకుంటే అది ఫోటోలతో మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు చిన్ని కృష్ణుడితో మాట్లాడినట్టే ఉంటుంది నా మనసు, ఆలోచనలు అవన్నీ. మరి నేను ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తానో నాకు తెలియదు, ఏం చేస్తానో తెలియదు. నాకు మాతాజీ అన్నారు కదా, మనము ఒక ఆలోచన ఉండాలి, ఎక్కడున్నా సరే నీ సేవలో ఉండాలని. కరెక్ట్ గా ప్రతిరోజు నేను అదే ప్రార్థన చేస్తాను ప్రభు. నేను నెక్స్ట్ జన్మెత్తుతాను లేదో నాకు తెలియదు, ఇంకో నీ గోలోకం వస్తానో కూడా నాకు తెలియదు, కానీ ఎక్కడున్నా నీ పాద సేవ, నీ పాదాలు దగ్గర ఒక గట్టి పూచలా ఉన్నా కూడా చాలు ప్రభు అనుకుంటాను ప్రభు.
ఎక్సలెంట్ ఎక్సలెంట్. మీరు అన్ని తెలుగులో చెప్పారు, కానీ నేను ఇప్పుడు ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేయబోతున్నాను. సో
లేదు మాతాజీ, నేను ఎంత హ్యాపీగా ఉంటున్నానంటే ఇంట్లో అసలు మీరు నమ్మరు. నా పిల్లలతో గాని, నా హస్బెండ్ తో గాని, చుట్టాలతో గాని ఉన్న రిలేషన్ అయితే అలాగే ఉంది. కానీ ఆ సోల్ అనేది మాత్రం ఎప్పుడో ఆయనకి సరెండర్ అయిపోయింది భగవంతుడికి. నేను ఏదో మెటీరియల్ ఈ ప్రపంచంతో నా శరీరానికి సంబంధించిన వాళ్ళు కాబట్టి వీళ్ళతో నేను కలిసి ఉంటున్నాను అనే ఫీలింగ్ అయితే వచ్చేసింది నాకైతే మాత్రం.
వెరీ నైస్, వావ్, ఎక్సలెంట్ ఎక్సలెంట్.
నిజం ప్రభు. మళ్ళా అదే అంటే నాకు ఎందుకు ఈ రోజు చెప్పాలనిపించింది, అలా చెప్తున్నాను. అది నేను ప్రౌడ్ గా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను, లేకపోతే గర్వంగా చెప్తున్నాను అనుకోబాకండి. నా మనసులో
అవ్వాలి.
కానీ మీరు చెప్పింది వేరే అందరూ కూడా పాటిస్తే బాగుంటది. నేను ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేయబోతున్నాను. सो मैं सबके लिए ट्रांसलेट करना चाहती हूँ. माता जी बता रहे थे कि उनको बहुत अच्छा लगा आज का क्लास, और वो अपनी लाइफ किस तरह से लीड करते हैं. वो सुबह 4:30 बजे उठते हैं, रोज मंगल आरती करते हैं. अपने उनके पास डीटीज नहीं है पर फोटो को करते हैं. उनको थोड़ा सा ऐसे लगता है कि अरे मेरे पास डीटीज होते तो अच्छा है, पर प्रभु ने कहा कि डीटीज की जरूरत नहीं है. कलयुग में भगवान जो है वो नाम रूप में है और भागवतम में है. अगर आपके पास डीटीज नहीं है कोई बात नहीं, आप भगवान के फोटो की और भागवतम की अगर आप आरती करते हो, प्रभुपाद की आरती करते हो, दैट इज इनफ. उसके बाद वो अपना काम करते हैं. एंड देन शी रीड्स भगवत गीता, रोज रीड करते हैं, भागवतम रोज रीड करते हैं 2 बजे से 5 बजे तक. तो रीटा माता जी आप पूछ रहे थे ना मैं कैसे करूं, तो आप देखिए इनकी एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं कि ये भी फ्री हैं, इनके बच्चे बड़े हो गए हैं, तो अब ये अपना पूरा समय जो है वो रीडिंग में व्यतीत करते हैं और अपनी लाइफ में ये बहुत खुश रहते हैं और भगवान से हमेशा प्रे करते हैं कि अगर हो सके तो मुझे दूसरा अगर जन्म मिले तो भी मुझे आपकी सेवा में कहीं ना कहीं किसी न किसी तरह से मुझे आप अपनी सेवा में रखिए. एक ग्रास के तरह ही रखिए, इस तरह से ये प्रे करती हैं और बहुत खुश हैं कि इस लाइन में आ गई हैं. Did I miss anything?
No, you did everything.
Yeah, very nice. I'm very happy, Mataji. Meer maata unnaru. We are very happy. She's with in our, we know her personally. We are very
లేదు
happy
మాతాజీ
about that.
ఒకటి
So we
నేనేంటంటే
also
మీతో
can desire to
Yes,
be like her and be happy.
yes.
ఈ 2 years నుంచి నేను ప్రభు దగ్గర చెప్పే ప్రతిదీ వినింది ప్రతిదీ ఆచరించాను మాతాజీ. అంతకు ముందు నేను ఒక్కటే మనసులో ఉండేది, ఎర్లీ మార్నింగ్ లేవలేకపోతున్నానే, అన్ని చేస్తున్నాను కానీ ఉండేది. ప్రభు ఎప్పుడైతే చెప్పారో ఎర్లీ మార్నింగ్ మంగళారతి, కానీ లాస్ట్ మొన్న పురుషోత్తమ మాసం నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేశాను ప్రభు. అది మాత్రం చాలా చాలా హ్యాపీ అనిపించింది. ఇంకా అది కంటిన్యూ చేసేస్తున్నాను అంతే.
Very good, very
Very
good.
nice. Krishna gives the strength also.
ఎస్
Yeah.
ప్రభు, అది మాత్రం కరెక్ట్. ఎస్, అది మాత్రం కరెక్ట్. ప్లస్ మనం జపం చేసేటప్పుడు కూడా ఆ హ్యాపీనెస్ అనేది ఇంతకు ముందు
Quality
ఉండేది
చాలా
కాదు.
బాగుంటుంది.
Very
ఆ
nice.
హ్యాపీనెస్ అనేది అన్ని చేయలేకపోతున్నానులేండి పొద్దున పూట, ఎందుకంటే నాకు పని ఉంటుంది కదా, నా పని 6 గంటల లోపు
okay.
ఎన్ని అయితే అన్నే చేయగలుగుతున్నా. తర్వాత వర్క్ అంతా అయినాక చేస్తున్నానండి. మళ్ళీ చేస్తున్నా. కానీ మంగళారతి ఇస్తుంటే మాత్రం నాకు చాలా హ్యాపీగా అనిపిస్తుంది ప్రభు.
ఆ
అది
time
మాత్రం
లో,
నాకు
because
Very good.
బ్రహ్మముహూర్తం is very nice.
స్నానం చేసి ఇల్లు క్లీన్ చేసేసుకొని ముందు అది పని చేశాక మిగతా పని చేసుకుంటున్నా. అది మాత్రం నేను అచీవ్ చేశాను ప్రభు మీ వల్ల.
అది
అది మాత్రం
effect of సత్వగుణ, effect of
Very
Ah.
good, very good.
Lakshmi aunty had a question. I think she put the camera on.
Lakshmi aunty and Parul Mataji also. So one by one, sorry Mataji, thank you for your comments.
ఓకే మాతాజీ, థ్యాంక్ యూ. హరే కృష్ణ. అది మాత్రం మీ ఇద్దరు వల్లే మాతాజీ. అది మాత్రం
No, Prabhupada valle, please అలా మీరు చెప్పకండి.
లేదు, ఎందుకంటే ప్రభుపాద డైరెక్ట్ గా చెప్పరు కదా మనకి, అలా మీలాంటి వాళ్ళ ద్వారా చెప్పిస్తారు. నేను వేరే క్లాసులు వింటాను కానీ వాళ్ళకి డైరెక్ట్ గా నేను క్వశ్చన్ వేయలేను, నా మనసులో భావాలు చెప్పలేను. కానీ ప్రత్యక్షంగా మీ ఇద్దరు మాత్రం ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి మీకు చెప్పగలుగుతున్నా. హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ. Yes, my
Yes,
auntie,
Lakshmi.
tell. Auntie, Lakshmi auntie.
హరే
Hi.
హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ.
ఏం లేదు, నేను ఎక్కడో చదివాను ఏంటంటే ఈ భక్తి యోగంలో అంటే భక్తి దీనిలో వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు ఏ లెవెల్ కి అయితే మనం ఉంటామో వచ్చే జన్మలో దానికంటే ముందుకే వెళ్తాం తప్ప నో గోయింగ్ బ్యాక్,
వెనక్కి వెళ్ళము. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita, it is there.
It is there that whatever you have, Manamu, when we earn any money or anything in this life, whatever we have earned, we lose everything. But bhakti, whatever we have done, from there only next we will go from there only. That is correct. That is correct.
అందుకే మనం ఈ జన్మలో కనీసం ఎంత చేయగలమో అంత చెయ్యాలి. There are many people.
Prabhupada says, just like you should be like the greedy materialist. I should collect 1 million, 2 million, 10 million. How they are greedy? Like that, spiritually we should be very greedy. Why we should earn only 5 paisa, 10 paisa? Spiritually you should gather as much as you can. So our permanent asset is to chant the names of Krishna. That is your permanent asset. That nobody can steal. Just like they say, honey bee, she collects, her life is only very, very short, 40 days. Honey bee's life is 40 days. And whole life she will collect 1 spoon of honey, only 1 spoon. But what is happening? We steal the honey. But what you cannot steal from the honey bee? The art of taking honey. You cannot steal that. You cannot steal that. Like that, what cannot be stolen from you is your progress, your bhakti to Krishna. That cannot be stolen.
Okay.
So you have to accumulate so much. You have to accumulate so much. So it says when you chant 16 mala of Hare Krishna, Krishna becomes so happy. He becomes so happy. When anybody calls Krishna's name, Krishna becomes so happy. He becomes indebted. Imagine, Krishna is indebted. Ante, Krishna cannot repay you. Krishna can repay anybody anything. Correct? But Krishna cannot repay a devotee because he's selflessly asking. He does not want anything. What will I give this guy? So Krishna thinks, okay, I'll give him bhakti only. I'll give him my love.
ఓకే, ఇంకొక విషయం, ఇంకో చిన్న క్వశ్చన్ ఉంది. ఏం లేదు, ఇప్పుడు మరి మనకి ఇన్ని పండుగలు వస్తున్నాయి కదా, వరలక్ష్మి వ్రతం, వినాయక చవితి, ఇవన్నీ వస్తాయి కదా. మరి అక్కడ పూజలు అవి చేసుకుంటాం కదా రెగ్యులర్ గా.
చేస్తున్నాము, ఓకే, పూజలు చేస్తున్నాము. బట్ వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఐడియా? మనకు అందరికి చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నేర్చుకున్నవే కదా. వినాయక చవితి పూజ అంటే ఏంటి? నాకు చదువు బాగా రావాలి. లక్ష్మీ పూజ అంటే నాకు బంగారం బాగా రావాలి, డబ్బులు బాగా రావాలి. ఇలాగే మనం కోరుకుంటున్నాం. ఇది పూజ ఎలాగైంది? ఇది వ్యాపారం అయ్యింది, పూజ కాదు ఇది.
మరి కోరుకోకుండా దండం పెట్టుకోవచ్చు కదా.
ఏమిటి కోరుకోవాలో తెలియాలి కదా.
ఏం కోరుకోవాలో మరి నువ్వు చెప్పు. అదే భక్తి అంటున్నాము.
భక్తి అంటే బికాస్ దే ఆర్ ఆల్ డైరెక్ట్ సర్వెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ. గణేష ఇస్ డైరెక్ట్ సర్వెంట్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ. లక్ష్మీదేవి ఇస్ డైరెక్ట్ సర్వెంట్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ. రోజంతా పాదసేవనం చేస్తుంది. లక్ష్మి ఒక్కరితోనే ఎప్పుడైనా పూజిస్తే లక్ష్మికి ఎలా ఉంటుంది? లక్ష్మి ఇస్ చంచల. She cannot stay at any one place. But ఒక్క ప్లేస్ దగ్గర she is permanently staying. Where is that place?
Krishna.
నారాయణుడి దగ్గర.
At the feet of Krishna. So what does she know? How to always remain at the feet of Krishna. So when you go to Lakshmi, you have to ask her, please teach me how to become servant of Krishna. When you go to Ganesha, please teach me how I can serve like you. When you go to Hanuman, you have to ask him, please, I beg you, how you are a great servant of Ramachandra, please teach me. So there is only one agenda, how to become a servant of Krishna. Whoever can teach, you have to accept that lesson. If they cannot teach, you can reject it. This is the principle of bhakti. ధ్రువ మహారాజు, ధ్రువుడు 5 years old. వాళ్ళ అమ్మని అడుగుతాడు. అడిగి ఏంటి? వాడి గోల్ ఒక్కటే, మా నాన్న ఒళ్ళో కూర్చోవాలి అంతే. బట్ సవిత్రి తల్లి, షీ సేస్ నో, యూ కెనాట్. నా కడుపులోంచి పుట్టలేదు కాబట్టి యూ కెనాట్ సిట్ హియర్. తోసిస్తుంది. వాడు అమ్మ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి ఏడుస్తాడు. ఏడుస్తే సునీతి ఏడుస్తాడు. సో చెప్తుంది మాట, నాకు తెలియదు నాయన, నీకు నాన్న కన్నా నీకు పెద్ద రాజ్యం కావాలంటే, ఈ నాన్న స్వయంభూ మను, అంతకన్నా పెద్ద రాజ్యం ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది? మొత్తం అంతటికి రాజువాడు. సో నాకు తెలీదు, మేబీ దేవుడు ఒక్కడే ఇవ్వగలడు. అయితే దేవుడు ఎక్కడ ఉంటాడు అని అడుగుతాడు. ఈజ్ క్షత్రియ, వెరీ వెరీ పౌరుషం ఎక్కువ. సో నాకు అది కూడా తెలియదు, మేబీ అడవిలో ఉండొచ్చు, ఎందుకంటే అందరూ ఋషి మునులు అందరూ అడవికి వెళ్తారు, మేబీ అడవిలో ఉంటాడు. వెళ్ళిపోతాడు, రాత్రి అడవికి వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. అడవిలో ఏం కనిపిస్తుంది? He sees only tigers, lions, trees, చెట్టులు, పుట్టలు. He'll ask, have you seen Krishna? Have you seen God? No answer. He'll walk away. He'll see lions. The lion won't attack him because he's fearless, because he is single pointed attention. Have you seen Krishna? No answer. Walk away. Then finally, by the arrangement of the Paramatma, Narad Muni comes there. Then he will ask the same question. Have you seen God? He says, yes, I have seen God. Can you show me God? Then he says, oh, no, you are very small boy. That takes a lot of effort. I cannot. Right now you go back to the palace. Now it's the time for you to play. When you grow up, then I will teach you how to see God. Then he says, okay, bye. Sorry. I am looking for somebody who can teach me to show where is God. You cannot show me? Bye. I'll look for somebody else. So Narad Muni is impressed. Oh my God, this guy is so determined. I have to tell. Then he will put a condition. Okay, I see that you are very determined. Will you do everything that I will say? He says, yes. then I will guarantee you will see God. So only in 6-month program he'll give. Only in 6 months you can see God, but you have to practice exactly what I tell you. This is okay. I'll give you one mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That's all. One mantra I'll give you. But every day your diet will keep on reducing. First month, you will only eat fruits, berries, and water. Second month, no more fruits and berries, only water. Third month, no more water, only breathing air. So like that, he will keep on decreasing. He follows. So when it comes to third month, fourth month, this air, he'll stop breathing air also. He'll stop breathing air also. Then what happens? The entire air, Mahat Tattva, the air also stops. So even the lower planetary, higher planetary, everki gal radu, because Dhruva stopped breathing. He became one with the entire Mahat Tattva, even though he's a small 5-year-old baby. So then all the demigods go to Brahma and say, please stop this guy, whatever he's supposed to do. Then immediately, the Brahma goes and makes a petition to Vishnu. Then Vishnu immediately says, okay, no problem. I know what is going on. And he gives him darshan. So that is the power of following the instruction of a pure devotee. That is what the pure devotee can tell. How you can get Krishna in this life. So Prabhupada made the condition very, very simple. Only 16 mala, 2 hours only it takes. If you can dedicate your life right now, you have all the resources. You have good health. You can chant, you can speak nicely, you can hear nicely. All the body parts are working nicely. Don't waste that valuable gift. If you can use that 2 hours only every day, it's a guarantee you will see Krishna in this life. But you have to follow all the ancillaries also. After chanting 16 rounds, then don't put again kachada inside. No more material desires. No more kachada.
Okay.
If you are ready for that game, you will get the result. It's that easy.
Prabhuji, that was my initial question. What is material desire? That is what I really wanted to ask.
Anything for your own pleasure is material desire. Anything for Krishna's pleasure is bhakti. Simple definition.
So if a devotee is eating anything and it is in the form of prasad,
then it's
so
okay.
that is not material
That's
desire.
not material desire.
Okay. And if it is being cooked in the kitchen and eaten, that is material desire.
Yes. Bhunjate agang papam. Even if it's vegetarian food, you are only eating sin if it is not offered to Krishna.
Okay.
Raju.
That was exactly initially I had asked. Thank you.
Yes.
Raju, ఏది తిన్నా కృష్ణార్పణం అనుకుంటూ తింటే
it is good. Just the thought itself is good, but that is not the procedure.
Okay.
We are supposed to practice a procedure. If you are just like when you are studying to write ABCD, they give you ruled book, right? Chinnapudu, first standard, second standard, they give you a ruled book. Within the rules only, guided rule book only, you have to write A, B, C, D, CAT, CAT, BAT, BAT, all that, right? Once you practiced how to write nicely, then the double ruled becomes single rule. So the line is straight line. Then when you become even more like 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard, you come, there is no rule also. There is no line also. It's a white page they give you. On white page, they'll tell you to write. Now, when you write it without any line, your writing comes straight line, correct? Alaga, in the beginning of stages of bhakti, it is called sadhana bhakti. You are given guidance how to offer food to Krishna Because our mind, it will say, you have to offer everything in mind only to Krishna, Krishnarpanam, but our mind is not really thinking of Krishna. It is thinking of so many things. We cannot control the mind. So initially, like ruled book, you are told, okay, do like this offering. Once you are so well practiced, then it is called Raganuga Bhakti. Your bhakti has invoked. Then there is no timing for rules and regulations. Anytime, 24 hours, you're automatically thinking about Krishna. At that time, anybody gives you anything, immediately your mind will offer to Krishna and you will eat it. Just like Prahlad, he was given milk with poison. Then Prahlad had a habit, everything is given to Krishna. So he offered it to Krishna, Krishna ate, drank the poison, Prahlad drank the milk. If you are in that stage, then it is okay. Anything you can say Krishna Arpanam and you can eat it. But initially our mind will try to cheat. Mind wants shortcut. So there are rules and regulations. That's why we have to learn sadhana bhakti.
అంటే మన ఇంట్లో అది చేసుకున్నదైతే ఇట్స్ ఓకే, కానీ బయటకి ఎప్పుడైనా వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఏమైనా తిన్నప్పుడు ఒక ముద్ద పక్కన పెట్టి కృష్ణార్పణం అనుకొని తింటారు.
That's not the procedure. That's not just like until we are taught how to offer to Krishna. Just like when guest comes to your house, how will you serve him? Oka mudda pakkan petti chestava guest ki? No. You will give a very beautiful plate. You will give the best plate. If you have silver, whatever best in your house, you will give that. You serve him nicely. Make sure the guest eats first, and then he is completely done. Then whatever is remaining, you will eat. That is etiquette. Correct? Like that, as a devotee, we offer very nicely, chala paddhatiga, actually with lot of feelings, that Krishna, please come. I have cooked this for you, only for you. And I am offering everything very nicely. After you eat nicely. Some prasadam laga inta pesar kaadu. Give him nicely so that he can eat nicely. You feed him nicely. Then you wait for him to finish eating. Then you take the plate. Then you mix all that prasadam with lot of affection. Oh Krishna, you're so kind. You left this so much prasadam for me. After eating also, all the remnants you take and mix it in your all other items. And then you clean his dishes. And then you honor the prasadam. That is the process. Then that bhakti, the feeling of bhakti will evoke. It will slowly come out like that.
అదే కాదు ప్రభు, మనము చేసుకున్నాక మామూలుగా తినేస్తే అంత ఇప్పుడు ఏదన్నా మనం చేసినాక భగవంతుడికి కొంచెం అలా ఆఫర్ చేసి తింటే ఆ సంతోషం కూడా హ్యాపీగా అనిపిస్తుంది కదా.
టేస్ట్ కూడా తేడా ఉంటది.
మనసుకి ఎందుకంటే భగవంతుడికి అర్పించి మనం తింటున్నాం అనే ఫీలింగ్ కూడా బాగా హ్యాపీగా అనిపిస్తుంది, సంతోషంగా అనిపిస్తుంది. అది
ఇట్స్ ఎ స్మాల్ యాక్టివిటీ లుక్స్ లైక్, బట్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ డీప్. ఇట్స్ వెరీ డీప్ in the consciousness. That is one activity, but there's so many activities, all like she is telling how the feeling of happiness comes in your heart. You have to be very, very happy as a devotee. It will come.
Thanks to everybody. Very, very inspirational class today.
Thank you. Parul Mataji, I think, wanted to say something.
हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी. नहीं, मुझे ऐसा कुछ नहीं कहना था. मुझे तो ये कहना था कि इस जन्म में बस भक्तों का साथ मिलता रहे. हमारी जो भक्ति की बेल है वो भगवान के चरणों तक जरूर जरूर पहुंचेगी. क्योंकि वो मोटिवेशनल भी रहता है हमारे लिए, और फिर जो हमारे अंदर वीड्स आती रहती हैं वो भी निकालते रहते हैं वो. और सबसे बड़ी बात, आपके अंदर अहंकार नहीं आ पाता कि हम तो पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि जब उनको देखो कि वो इतना कुछ कर रहे हैं, हम तो कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हैं.
Right. We have to serve Krishna and Prabhupada by inspiring other devotees. Give this opportunity to others. Then that way you'll spread the joy more.
Yeah. और प्रभु जी मेरे से इतने सारे भक्त मिलते हैं, ये प्रभुपाद जी की कृपा है कि उन्होंने मुझे हरे कृष्णा टीवी से जोड़ दिया। उन बच्चों को देख के प्रभु जी इतना इंस्पायर्ड होती हूँ मैं कि हम तो कुछ भी नहीं करते हैं। वो इतने छोटे छोटे बच्चे 2nd स्टैंडर्ड में 4th स्टैंडर्ड में है और वो 16 माला कर रहे हैं प्रभु जी। कैसे कि वो बस में जाते हैं प्रभु जी तो उस टाइम में अपनी माला कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं।
वाओ,
कितना अच्छा यूटिलाइज करते हैं टाइम का, तो उनसे बहुत इंस्पिरेशन मिलती है। हम तो कुछ भी कर रहे हैं।
I know. Very nice. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. If no other questions, then we can stop here. We'll chant 3 times. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, we can chant 3 times.
Okay.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की
जय।
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की
जय।
फेवर द होल वर्ल्ड जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। असेंबल सारे भक्तों की जय। हरे कृष्णा। हम होपफुली या विल मीट मोस्टली ऑन सैटरडे unless something changes. Hare Krishna. Sorry we have been,